How should I deal with a false sexual harassment claim? Sexual harassment is a very serious subject, and being accused of this crime can result in some very severe penalties. Unfortunately, in cases where false sexual harassment claims are made against a person, he or she might unjustly be facing financial and legal devastation, not to mention the damage to his or her reputation within the community. Dealing with false claims of sexual harassment in a prompt and direct manner is essential to protecting yourself from serious consequences. The most important things to do are to hire an attorney and to give him or her as much relevant information as possible. Unfortunately, even with the best protective measures in place, you might find yourself the victim of a false sexual harassment allegations. With the litigious society in which we live, filing a sexual harassment lawsuit can be very profitable for corrupt people looking to make some easy money. In these cases, acting quickly to resolve the situation is your best option for protecting yourself. Your first step in dealing with a false sexual harassment claim should be contacting a sexual harassment defense attorney. These attorneys are trained in the defense of people who have been brought into a sexual harassment investigation. The attorney will be able to guide you in what you should or should not say to investigators and can help you in locating witnesses and proof of your innocence. For your attorney to provide you the best possible defense against false sexual harassment claims, you need to give him or her as much factual information as possible. If you have any possible witnesses or other corroboration to prove your innocence, your attorney should be aware of this information. Likewise, if you might have done anything that could have been misinterpreted as a sexual innuendo or suggestion, your attorney should be aware of this as well. When you are the victim of false sexual harassment allegations, do not let the temptation to vindicate yourself result in the loss of your case. All too often, the person accused of this serious offense will feel the need to contact their accusers or alleged witnesses to the incident to explain themselves or find out why the claim was made. In the eyes of a sexual harassment investigator, this contact can create the appearance of a continued trend of harassment or of an individual seeking to cover his or her tracks. Do not contact your accusers. Speak only to your attorney. When dealing with false sexual harassment claims, you need to remember that the old logic stating that prevention is better than a cure is still good advice. Particularly if you are an individual working in a position of authority, it is important that you maintain transparency in your interactions with employees and co-workers. Try to limit time spent alone with an individual, particularly in a closed-door setting. Do not take part in any conversations that involve sexual overtones, including telling jokes or stories that might have a sexually suggestive interpretation. Avoid all unnecessary physical contact with your coworkers and employees.